Dolphin Amphitheater, home to 18 bottlenose dolphins, ranging in age from only 10 months all the way up to 41 years old. We love to care for these animals and celebrate each and every day with them. Are you ready to meet them? You guys, this is the biggest, fullest stadium I have seen yet. I need you to do a little bit more. Are you ready to meet some amazing animals? Well, coming up first, we've got two of our 11-year-old female dolphins. They're coming up to give you a very big wave hello, give a very big wave back to Callie and Koa. Next up, we've got a rambunctious 6-year-old dolphin coming out to give you all a very wet wave hello. In the center of the pool, we've got a 6-year-old Lanakai. Last but certainly not least, coming up to say hello to the soap zone, we've got two of our adult females at the glass. This is Zana and Corona. And of course, you can't forget about the dedicated team of trainers who care for these animals every day. Give a big welcome to our trainers. Ladies and gentlemen, these animals have a lot of energy and they love to have fun. So let's watch as they show us how they celebrate life. wave, you just met some of our dolphin stars. But there's another species of animal who lives here at Dolphin Amphitheater, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our 4 rescue pilot whales. Pilot whales are found throughout our global ocean and are close relatives to both dolphins and killer whales. Now, I could spend the whole day telling you about how amazing these animals are, but I thought I would highlight one of our whales today, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Piper. Now, Piper, you guys, is the larger of our 2 females. She is one of 3 whales that was rescued on a beach in Florida back in 2012. Now, these 3 were very young. They were only about 3 to 6 months old at the time of their stranding. So they were deemed unreleasable by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission because of that young age. Now, as our pilot whales make their way out, the only way you can really tell Piper apart from Ava is that Piper has a scar on her lip where a fishing hook was actually caught in her mouth. So they found them, they brought them into SeaWorld, they rehabilitated these animals. She has that little scar, so if you look at their faces really close, you'll be able to pick Piper out from the group. Piper is the boss of the group. So you might also hear her chirping and talking to the other pilot whales, letting them know to keep in line. Because like most species, pilot whales are female run. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now you guys, pilot whales are playful, they're curious, and they love to have a good time. And that's one of the best ways for us to build our relationships with them. Now as they pop their little heads up, Piper is right over here on the end in front of Jackie. And it's tough to see her face, but as she makes her way around, you might actually be able to see that scar. Alright, now ladies and gentlemen, I want our trainers to share this very special playtime with all of you. So everybody enjoy our playtime with Piper and her friend Ava.
It's
a very big thank you to our healthcare workers, first responders, and essential workers who have been working so hard during this pandemic to keep us all safe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our dolphins are going to make their way back out here, and that's an opportunity for us to be reminded to make a difference in the ocean that surrounds us. Not just for us, but for generations to come. And to do that, we need your help. You can reduce, reuse, and recycle to keep trash from finding its way into animal habitats. You can organize or join beach or park cleanups in your communities. Little things like this really do add up to make a very big difference. Just by being here today, it shows that you have a love for animals. And we're hoping that your family will join us in our commitment to care for our land, sea, skies, and all of their amazing animals. Now, I do want to send out a quick reminder that I need folks to stay seated until the end of the presentation so that we can exit safely. All right, well, it looks like our dolphins are all here, and that means it's time for some more fun. Let's live it up because the world is ours.
Sky to the sea, to the air that we breathe, from the depths of the earth to the stars. Like you're born to fly. Live like you'll never die. Get what you dare to dream, and everything in between. I had a epiphany one night, looking at the endless star-filled sky. The world is
Celebrate life and each other and enjoy your day here at SeaWorld. But ladies and gentlemen, do please stay seated until we're able to exit the venue, keeping that social distancing in mind. We have some wonderful folks from our Park Operations Department who are going to make their way around with a colored flag. We're kind of starting over here in this corner with our green flag. We're going to exit one section at a time, down the stairs and out the side of the stadium. For those of you in the upper sections, please stay seated until it is your turn. We are doing this, you guys, to help make sure we can maintain social distancing, but in order to expedite the process, please have your belongings gathered up and ready to go. Center section folks, we're going to have our dolphins stay out here for just a moment to help entertain everybody. These are 11 of our 18 bottlenose dolphins. If you want to see the other 7 of our dolphins are actually in our back pool. That's where our moms and babies are. And you can see them if you make your way around the stadium. There's a brown railing there. The babies are in those back pools. We've got 2 10-month-old babies and 1 who is almost 2 years old. So you guys can make your way back there. They're back there, they've got some toys to play with, keep them entertained. And of course, they're back with their moms as well. All right, we're working on this corner section still with our orange flag and our green flag here. Thank you so much, center section, for being so patient for us. You guys are amazing and wonderful. We're gonna start the wave. It looks like we're ready right over here. So, you guys were amazing. It's a nice hot day. We wanted to make sure we took care of our Soak Zone friends. Thank you so much out there. Wonderful, you guys, thank you so much. Up at the very top of the stadium, we've got our blue flag, and she's working on exiting from the very top, up the stairs and out the back of the stadium there for me. Our orange flag has moved on to our next section here. We're exiting down the stairs